morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you guys are watching this video. Track stepping back at y'all with another one. Thank you for tuning into 808s and Kicks. So I finally got my package in the mail today. It actually came pretty fast, guys. To be honest with you, I was expecting this pair of sneakers to arrive like a little later, but they actually came pretty quick after the release day. So without further ado, let's go and bust those bad boys out. Alright guys, alright, here we have it. These are the Air Foamposite One Coppers. Yeah, you know, most of the phones that's been releasing lately been coming in this black box. So as you see, Nike box, that all black Nike box. I got my true to size 9. Now I will say this, guys. Usually I go go true to size in these bad boys. Now everybody's foot is different. I do own a couple of pairs in the 8.5, and I also own a pair in the 9.5. I have quite a few pairs of foams. Those fit me just well, you know, especially depending on how I'm lacing them up. But for the most part, I'd rather go true to size just so it's a nice snug fit on my foot. And when you're wearing it and stuff, you know, the breaking in part happens a lot sooner versus something that's not quite your size, if that makes sense. But let's bust these bad boys out the box. All right, guys. All right. Here we have them here. These are your 2024 Air Foamposite One Coppers. Yeah, pretty clean pair in my opinion. And just for the record, those of you that don't know, I'm not from the DMV area. I'm from Chicago, but at the end of the day, some of us in the Chi do rock with foams. I'm one of them. I definitely rock with foams. You know, and you know, I'll be honest, guys, it's not for everybody. I know foams are not for everybody. People always got jokes and, you know, things to say about these sneakers. And if you're one of those people, that's all fine. You know, I respect your preference, you know. But anyways, jumping right into the shoe. So let's give you a little bit of backstory on this. So Penny Hardaway, his actual name is Anthony Hardaway, but his nickname is Penny. He got the name Penny from his grandmother. She actually used to call him Pretty, but with her strong southern accent, a lot of people was confusing her saying Pretty with Penny, and you know, the name Penny just stuck, you know, and here we are, fast 4 years later, people are still calling him Penny. So of course, with the penny, it's like that copper, you know. I don't even think they make pennies. I don't even think it's a lot of copper in pennies anymore like it used to be back in the days. But anyways, you know, that's how you get this shade of foam, you know, because of the copper, you know, the shade of copper, which makes complete sense, right? Jumping right into the shoe. So of course, the whole upper, you have that copper color to it, you know, and I honestly love how it shines when the light hit it. It's very nice, very nice, you know. Look at that, you can't go wrong with that. Very nice. You of course have your 1 cent logo right here on the tongue. You know, most of those Air Foamposite ones have that 1 cent logo up there, you know. That's like just an iconic symbol. On the back of the shoe, you have another 1 cent logo behind there, and you got your pull strap not only on the heel but also on the tongue. And to be honest with you guys, I don't know if any of you recall the metallic reds that came out earlier this year. They had the upper leather. The upper was like made out of leather and stuff. And yeah, was it early this year or last year when it released? Don't quote me on this, guys. I'm not a walking encyclopedia. I can't remember every year for releases, but they recently released those, re-released the metallic reds, and the upper was made out of leather. Now, the leather wasn't a deal breaker for me, but you know, due to OG, you know, looks and feel, I love when they try to keep stuff as close as they can to what the OGs was, and they kept it with this like nubuck upper all around here, you know, all around the laces and stuff. I'm so glad that they did that. I'm really glad that they did that. You know, don't be switching too much stuff up, Nike. And of course, you have your copper Nike swoosh right there on the side of the toe box. Now, jump into the bottom part of the shoe. Now, most foams, especially like the OG colorways, we've all seen them in like the icy blue bottom. So Nike switched it up this time and gave us like a frosty white. I'm not even gonna call it icy. but it's like a frosty white complexion in that, you know. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. And me honestly, guys, when the shoe age is gonna turn yellow regardless, and I feel like, you know, you never know. The yellow tint in this bottom, this sole right here, might be it might age better than the icy blue bottoms. You know, you never know. I have the 2017 pair that came out recently. 2017 was not recently. I have the 2017 pair that was released. That was the last time we saw the copper foams released. And yeah, I'm gonna pull those out in a second. But just jumping right back into the sole, I honestly think, you know, it's not gonna age too bad. And of course you have your 1 cent right there on the bottom of the shoe. And you have all that traction that you always see on most Air Foamposite ones. Not to mention that carbon fiber shank right there in the middle of the arch to give you that extra support when you cutting and when you jumping on the basketball court, so you can get it in when you're getting your game on. But I do want to bust out that 2017 pair just so we can put them next to each other, guys, you know, just to get a comparison and, you know, really see what's up with the last pair of foams and this pair of foams. All right, guys. All right, there we have these bad boys fresh out the box. And yes, guys, I have worn my foams. I know a lot of people always be like, where are your sneakers? Where are your sneakers? Trust me, I have worn them. But I'm pretty sure you guys noticed first thing on these is the blue bottom. Now, these are not completely icy. This is a little, you know, they do have a little bit of age on them. As you can see, I've tried to keep it as clean and, you know, well preserved as best as I could. But as you see, that icy bottom compared to this frosty white bottom, you can definitely see the difference in these two. Another thing that I do want to point out is the coloring on these sneakers. So the 2017 pair is a lot darker, not crazy darker, but you could definitely see the difference in how the 2017 is a lot darker than the 2024 version. Now, another thing I noticed as well, here right on the pull strap with the stitching all along the tongue, the 2017's pair is a lot darker, and it is more than obvious when you look at the 2024 version of the sneaker. Even the 1 cent logos are a lot just the coloring is so much different. Like, look at this tongue. Look at the tongue on the 2024, right? See the tongue on there. Now look at the tongue on the 2017s. You definitely see the difference in those, right, guys? You definitely see the difference. Bottom of the sneaker, the design is pretty much the same. There's not too much going on, not too much of a big difference. And honestly, I feel like the 1 cent logos pretty much have the same tint on the bottom of the shoe. 2017. This is 2024, 2017. The bottom of the shoes are not too different. Now, the camera might not be picking it up, but I kind of feel like the carbon fiber is almost the same, but the 2017 carbon fiber is just a just a tad bit darker than the 2024, you know. But just like a quick glance at it, you won't notice it. The last thing I want to touch up on is the one. Oh, here we go. The last thing I want to touch up on is the 1 cent logo in the back of these sneakers. So if you look at the 2017, it's a lot darker than the 2024. Also, the 2017, I noticed, is the 1 cent logo is just, the stitching on it is just a little bit bigger than the stitching on the 2024s. Now, that being said, guys, for me, oh my God, I'm about to scuff these shoes up and I haven't even worn them yet. Not too much different in the inside of the shoe either. It's all black sole. It just has a copper Nike Air logo. But real quick, for me, it's not a deal breaker, you know, with the colors in these. Me personally, I'm glad I got another pair of these. Now I can really wear the heck out of these and beat these bad boys up. I do like the darker tint on these though. I'm not even gonna hold y'all and sit here and make it seem like this is my favorite. But you know, I ain't gonna say my favorite, but I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm all head over heels for this one. I do love this sneaker. I'm glad I got it, and I do plan on keeping it in the collection. But if I was to just, you know, be real picky, and if I had to choose, for me personally, I'm going with the 2017 pair, just because I like how it just how it's a little bit more of a darker complexion than our current 2024 sneaker, you know, if that makes sense. But off top, you know, looking at them, you know, real quick, you know, if you're just looking at them from a distance, you know, you don't really see that much of a difference. Of course, you always gonna notice the different coloring in the soles though. That is the one thing that I noticed. So, you know, that was the first thing I noticed even when I saw pictures of these bad boys and stuff. And I looked at these, I'm like, yeah, they did switch it up with the soles of the sneaker. But other than that, let's bust these bad boys, push these bad boys out the way, because the video is about these. Jumping right back into the sneaker, guys. We have here our 2024 pair. I would definitely love to know what you guys think. Did you guys go for these? Did you guys pass up on these? These did sell out on the sneakers app. They were still readily available on like other sites. I actually bought these on Foot Locker online, and you know, it wasn't too hard. I didn't have too much. It wasn't too much of a hassle trying to get this sneaker online. But definitely let me know what you guys think. But with all that talking, let's take a close look at this bad boy, and we're gonna wrap this bad boy up. Taking inspiration from Anthony Hardaway's nickname, Penny Hardaway, we first saw this sneaker release in 2010. Then again in 2017. This year, Nike decided to bring back and give us the Air Foamposite One Copper. With the coppery sheen upper, and Nike switched it up on the bottom instead of icy blue, frosty white, this is definitely one for all Foamposite lovers alike. So what do you guys think? Are you a fan? Or are you not a fan? Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, alright, there you have it. A look at the 2024 Air Foamposite One Coppers. Definitely let me know. Are you a fan? Are you not a fan? Did you cop these, or did you just say you was gonna pass? Or maybe you waiting to see if the price is gonna go down and these will be on sale. Me personally, might not go on sale, just because these were selling pretty good, you know. But other than that, if you guys can, I would love it and truly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button right there down there under the video. Is a little bell next to it too, if you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest when I'm posting another video or any other sneaker video. Just hit it. Just one little click. It's free. Who likes free? I like free. I know you guys like free. And guess what? Free don't cost a thing. But other than that, guys, we're gonna wrap this bad boy up. Thank you for tuning in. Stay blessed, stay fresh, and love your loved ones like there's no tomorrow. Until then, I'm gonna see you guys very, very soon on the next one. Peace.